All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is May 28th or April 28th. Sorry, I got it 1 month ahead. 5:30 in the morning or 8:30. All right, so let's check it out. Pretty interesting price action that happened yesterday, and I kind of sensed something that was going up. Right now, the futures are at, we hit this 42.50 area, and we sold off this. So there's sellers up in that area, guys. As I told you in the Patreon page, it looks like where momentum has shifted a little bit. I'm going to dig into this because I saw some things happening. A lot of earnings have come out so far, Facebook being one of them. And let's just get to it. All right. So here's something that I've noticed yesterday, and it kind of bugs me a little bit. So let's go into it. So these are the fangs here that I kind of always watch. I haven't been watching it because I only have two screens right now, and there's no need to watch it. But this is something you should do on a regular basis. The screen should have on the fangs, and I'm not using the trading steps, the dailies here. And I just want to know if the fangs are uptrending, downtrending, how close they are to the 50, the 200-day moving average. Those are key observations that I look for here. Facebook hit this key area of 228 and sold off. Obviously, this is try to go up, couldn't go up. Apple staying in a range. Amazon at a cliff right at the bottom here, announces today. Netflix just dropping below 200, right? Just hit that 338, just been declining, right? Just look at that. Google sliding a little bit here, just sliding. Beyond Me, I just have it up here. Actually, it's a really good play. It fell off this cliff and whatever, it's just declining. I want to talk about Facebook. Facebook ran up. Their earnings, they missed on every freaking imaginable quarter that happened. So they missed. So yesterday, during this hour, Facebook's earnings were leaked, right, by Bloomberg, and it was leaked before. And who leaked it, we don't know, but it was leaked. And it was the exact numbers. Facebook missed horribly, right? Like users, everything. And the market dropped pretty significantly. It priced in that initial response. It announced that release. So, and they dropped pretty significantly. It dropped from 184 to about 162. And that's how we ended the day. And then they said, "Oh, sorry, it was a false. It wasn't real, right?" But the market priced in that news, that recovery. So that initial shock was priced in the very early onset of the day. And they said it was a mistake. Was it a mistake or was it not a mistake? I don't know. But so this is something that companies used to do in the 90s, right? And you can't tell because it's like a loophole in the SEC. But it's called strategic release timing, right? So $1 billion company like Bloomberg releases another $1 billion company and says, "Oh, it was a mistake." So the market prices everything ahead, and then basically it was released. We reacted. It was priced in, and they say, "Oh, it's a mistake." And then when the real numbers come out, which is the same numbers, the market sees that, oh, it wasn't too bad, but it was the same numbers, and we act positive to that. Right, we're back over 200. So I think it's really about Facebook. Nobody's really talking about that, but that's actually what happened. You just have to know order flow. I'm not upset. I wasn't in Facebook, but I'm just letting you know that these are the type of shenanigans that happen in the marketplace. Okay. The key question is, are the big investors, they know that? Is Facebook enough to hold the market? So Facebook's earnings were not good, guys, but just letting you know that. This was on my mind, so I needed to get this out there, but that's what it is. Look it up, strategic earnings release. That's what happened yesterday. Let's go into the overall markets. So we're going to look at the overall markets. We're right at this cliff here, as I stated all week. We have to make sure that this holds. If it doesn't hold, then we're probably going to go lower, as I stated in the Patreon group. I don't feel like the bottom is in. I think we're close to the bottom. I don't feel the bottom is in. I think we want to see the rest of earnings play out. Unfortunately, news like Facebook tells me that we're close to the bottom because, these type of shenanigans are happening. They don't want the market to go lower. Russell, at a bottom. We have to watch Russell, okay? As far as the VIX, lingering up in this area, looking pretty bullish. Looks like the market wants to go up. As long as this breaks below zero, same type of deal, and we bounce off of 50 and go lower and take out this low today, I'm going to just put it at 28, then more than likely we're probably going to creep up a little bit. We could probably creep up to 26 or go down to 26, which, it's an inverse. The market will go higher. If by chance we go higher, then more likely fear is creeping in. But fear right now is in the this range, the 25 to 33% range. The notes are here, right? We're fine there. Key things I want you to be aware of is that next week we have the Fed announcement. So we have May 4th. Just keep that in the horizon here. Was it next week? Yeah, next this date, May 4th. We have the Fed Chairman Powell news conference and the statement at 2 o'clock, which they expect to raise interest rates to 50 basis points. If things are going to change, maybe not, but 50 is what the market was pricing in at this moment. It went from 25 basis points to 50. So this is what the market is pricing in. If it's anything more than that, we also have the China news pending, right? That China has a lot of lockdowns occurring. Very similar to what happened before COVID news hit in the United States. Everybody's talking about it. And the fact that everybody's talking about it, then ask me, is it real? But just so you know, that's out there, okay? Hey, good morning, Moses. Good morning. So that's out there. So we have to kind of look at that and just say, all right, Bitcoin to adopt. All right, let's see. All right, as far as the E-minis here, XPX right now, E-minis at 42.30. That puts us 42.30. That puts us up here at this 42.40. That puts us there right now at the top range of yesterday's, where we sold off. Can we get above that of 42.30? Can we get above that? We're still pretty far away from the 50. We do have to kind of, you got to understand, these moves are pretty astronomical. We are roughly about 268 points away from the 50. We do need to kind of converge or slide back, or the 50 needs to come back a little bit. Market needs to rally, and then what happens up here, we're going to be looking at that. Yesterday's price action on the S&P 500 was pretty, again, where we feel like a bottom is putting in. Do we need a push down? Maybe. We bounced, we played around this 50, 42.30 was a key element area yesterday. But let's see, but we really I can't really get a picture here on the SPX. I kind of have to look at the E-minis here. E-minis, this 42.30 area was pretty prominent, okay? Right now, it's trying to hold at 42.30. It looks like it probably wants to go out. We see a lot of buying coming in. It's breaking above the 50 on the average. We broke the 50-day moving average. It looks like it wants to bounce. More than likely, I think if we take out 42.50, we're probably going to go up to this 4300 and maybe find sellers up there. And then does it come back down? So right now, the order flow for the day is looking high right now. Now, things can change here. It looks like we're going to have a squeeze here at 541. How long is this going to last? Is that going to be into the open, or is it going to linger here and then it's going to be ready for us at the open? We'll see. But get ready. Today, I feel like the market will move. It is Thursday. Qualcomm's earnings were amazing, guys. Qualcomm earnings was good. T-Docs were terrible. But that might be a strategic play as well for a tax benefit. If you look at it, I mean, how much did T-Doc lose? They lost $43 a share. How the hell? The stock's only worth like 50 something dollars. So that's what I mean. It's that might be a tax play. Might be a tax play. All right, let's get to it. SPX looks like it probably wants to rally up to this 4208. 4230 is going to get there. It's probably going to open up right up here. NASDAQ rallying as well. Russell rallying. And Google up has earnings this week. If Google can take out this 2344, it's probably going to rally. Don't know how long is it going to be rallying for, but it's basing here. Has a nice basing pattern. This is the sell-off here, basing pattern. Let's see if it can go higher. Amazon, sold off a lot. These companies did sell off a lot, right? So the difference between these guys have cloud space, and their web services are probably going to do extremely well. The surcharge is probably going to help them with their revenue source. And, Facebook, let it be an example. Facebook, again, it's the sentiment has changed, right? So if you change the sentiment of that price action, that's a perfect example, right? Facebook came out with bad earnings in the middle of a trading day, or were strategically released, or, accidentally released. And the market reacted to that. So the sentiment changed. The market came out, the earnings came out, and then the sentiment changed because they actually kind of were better than what the market priced in, and it went up. So could that happen in Google? Not saying they're going to release their statements, but we sold off pretty good. We do know that Google makes money. They're up in the billions, right? And we do know that Amazon makes money as well. So again, could it be one of those things that's already priced in and it's going to be, things are not as bad? Tesla is not upping up. I'm looking for Tesla to break this 916, 916, not up enough. We'll dive into this a little bit deeper. CMG, just lagging here. Qualcomm came out with really, really good earnings. That should help the chips. As you can tell, LRCX is gapping up. NVIDIA should be moving. Mercado Libre, Netflix, Roku is still at $86. I don't think Roku is going to do well, but Roku did sell a lot. I mean, I just don't see why this company should be up at 100, but I could be wrong. Watch Shopify. I'm interested in Shopify. Shopify is a way to play Amazon, or because it's going to be cheaper. So I'll watch Shopify, see where it's at, and but Apple right now. Okay, I'm just going to dive into it, guys. Let's look at the spiders. Spiders right now, again, we're having a squeeze play here. Buyers are coming in at the bottom here at 420, which is equivalent to around 430. We're having a squeeze on the hourly. That's a very, very powerful move. If we get all the squeezes going, we're above zero, it's bullish, and we get these things rolling, and we can take out 425 early on, we probably have 430 right in here of that, what I've been telling you guys all along. Could that happen today? Possibly. I think the market's going to move today. We were waiting on some positive news. The Facebook was positive. I guess that was the positive we were waiting for, but not really positive. I'm just trying to figure out if other traders know about that, or they're going to take it up and then take it down. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if it's a fake out or a breakout. I'll know in the first 15 minutes. But as we speak right now, the order flow is building, right? So yesterday we saw the majority of orders here between 416. We're breaking above that. If we can get this above these levels, 425, the stock will run. It'll probably run up to this 430 level. Okay, so watch that. Let's see. If it sells off and starts taking out 421, you got 420. It's probably going to retest the lows here. So that's how I'm looking at it. Okay, so again, have your options ready. I have the 440s or 450s on top. I got the 400s and the 390s on the bottom. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Facebook, look at Facebook. If Facebook goes negative, then I'm looking at Facebook. Today I'm looking at Facebook. If Facebook goes negative, it should take the market down. Okay, not that as a barometer for the market, but I'm just telling you that's what I'm looking at. Let's look at QQQs, see how's that reacting pre-market. Again, we're coming up to the squeeze. A lot of price action. It needs to take out 325, and at the bottom is 316. We're coming to a squeeze on the hourlies. That hourlies are very, very powerful squeezes. So if we get that hourly squeeze, that's going to move the markets. Momentum should last, right? But we'll know in the first 15, 30 minutes. Let's use the 5 indicators. We'll know what happens there. On the 15-minute time frame, a lot of buyers coming out at 316, which is this area here. Again, we'll know, and things are going to change in the next 45 minutes or so. So again, this is 45-minute candles. It looks like it wants to go lower. Let it take it down. IWM, close to the squeeze, not really there. Trying. Needs to take out 190. 190, you'll know it's real, and it'll go up. I'm giving you all these plays if you want to take those plays. I'm going to look at, that's Facebook. I don't care about that. Let's go to, let's look at Amazon. Just want to know how's that acting. Squeezing again. So again, we're getting the same type of patterns all across the board. If you see Amazon run, watch the 5 top indicator, then they'll probably take it up because we're seeing the same identical formation in all of them here. 28.47, let's say 28.50, you got 2,900 on Amazon. If it fails, you got, it's going to probably go down, retest 27.50, 27.60. Okay. We have Google. Same formation, not really quite there yet. What's going to happen here at this 23.62? Is it going to bounce lower? Buyers are coming at 22.92. If it takes that out, it's probably going to go lower. So again, not as bullish as the other two. This one's kind of holding still. But it's got to take out that 23.45. And then you're going to have to watch for this level up here of 23.62. So it's about 20 points. If it can get up there, we'll see. Pre-market, they're taking it down. Okay, let's look at Tesla. Tesla, not up enough. Needs to take out these highs of 917, and then you got this 930. Dropped a lot. Wow, that was a big drop. Okay, what else were we looking at? Qualcomm. Let's look at Qualcomm to show you like Qualcomm's earnings. Qualcomm's earnings are really good, guys. It was really good. Can this be the catalyst to bring out the chips? Possibly. This is on the daily time frame. We're at 142. Can they test that 150? Possibly. But right now it's selling off, so there's probably a lot of profit takers here. Let's see how that reacts. I'm gonna put it back on the hourlies. T-Doc, horrible. I mean, it was strictly horrible. This is what I'm saying. They lost $43 a share. How do you use $43 a share? The stock's only worth $58. You're operating at a negative? I mean, Kathy Wood's a smart lady. She invested this heavily, but is this for tax benefits because they bought that new company? Don't know, man. This is crazy. Anyway, they're probably going to take this up at some moment, I suspect. Kathy's buying this thing. Why would you buy this thing? Anyway. What else am I looking at here? Facebook missed on every metric. Every metric. If you dig into this is ridiculous. They literally missed on every damn metric. This is crazy. And they took it up. But they took it up because the manipulation that happened here, and this is why we look at order flow. You stay on top of things like this. But, I didn't play this, but, man, just always amazes me the amount of shenanigans that happen here. All right, Spider's going down right now, 42.21. Let's see. All right, so what I'm looking at today, I'm looking at to see 42.30 needs to hold, right? So again, if this squeeze is real, or is it going to come back down? If it comes back down, we're going to see these lows of 4.13, maybe 4.15. Right? We're getting the squeeze here. Let's see. With love, I don't like it when it runs into the open, because then you have to wait for the reversal or wait to see what happens here. But ideally, it's right now we have another 38 candles. Let's see what that reaches out. It looks like it might be setting up a squeeze here and a squeeze there. So these two I really, really like. So we got momentum plays on the 15-minute time frame and momentum plays on the hourlies. We got them exactly where we want them, guys. Right now, it's just a matter of which ways they're going to go. But we should see a swing here at some moment of time. The 1 minute will always show you momentum swings. They're just going to be short-lived. On the 15-minute time frame, hourly, they're going to be a little longer, a little stronger. Okay, so that's how we're looking at that. On the E-minis right now, E-mini is 42.50, sold off. The price action overnight was really nice on the 1 minute time frame. I mean, I was observing this earlier. I mean, we bounced off of these lows. Really nice swing there. And we had a nice swing right here, broke these right there. And that happened at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and it just continued at 4. But not enough to hold it. 42.60 was a high. We're selling off at 42.50. We're selling down. Let's see what happens. Maybe investors know what transpired here. They're not buying it. Or they're going to take this thing back up. Right? Are they going to take it back up into Powell? Now, the other thing, too, on Powell, guys, is that... what's up, Aaron? How's it going, guys? The other thing on Powell, too, is that, remember, we're waiting on these, the Fed balance sheets, guys. So this is also going to be discussed. Fed's assets. Right? If we talk about their assets, this is Wednesday. So here, their asset sheet, right? So again, this is what we're talking about. Since 2008, they're going to be talking about, because they've been saying next month. When are they going to start selling off their assets? They're not buying any more assets, but they need to sell these assets too. So this is the other thing in discussion. So again, but no worries. We're going to be looking at order flow, guys. We're going to stay on top of it. This is what I'm looking at. Let's stay on top. Right now, I think it's probably going to retest that 42.13 on the 50 here. Let's see how it reacts. 4,200 is being defended, right? We bounced off 4,200. I mean, we broke below it yesterday, and 4,200 is being defended. The bulls are coming in. 42.30, 42. Let's watch 42.50 today. We're going to identify the ranges, and then we are going to just see about a direction. Let's look at Apple. I want to see what Apple's producing here. Let me see what Apple. I'll do Apple. At the 50, same type of thing. Look a little bit better, but is this going to break? And guys, so this is what I'm talking about. If you're using like lines or whatever, same type of thing, doesn't matter. I don't use them, but it's the same thing. If you have a break here, it's probably going to break. Let me remove that. But anyway, we have earnings coming up today on Apple. Is Apple going to beat? Is the same thing going to happen today, or release, or accidental release on Apple earnings? But so we'll see. Can Apple retest here? I personally believe that they were probably going to go lower. I don't think the bottom's in yet, to be honest with you. I think we have an exhaustion sell. The VIX climbs a little bit, and then we get ready after these earnings and probably go a little higher, because it's already priced in. That's my theory, as I discuss it in the Patreon group. All right, guys, that's all we got. Just wanted to reach out to you guys. We're going to be looking at spiders right now. And, I'll see you guys in the chat. But I'm going to be looking at on the screens today. Going to have the 440s, 450s on the high side, maybe 430s, depending. But I'll have next week, May 6th. We're moving on to the following week. Today, they'll be on my screen. I'll tell you exactly the dates. And again, we're going to put up May 13s on the screens in those areas. I'm going to be looking for $1, $2, maybe $3 range, how much they go for. And again, remember, I'm not going to be in this very long, right? I'm going to be in there for maybe a day or two or hedge, something like that to give us some time. And also, we don't want to be victims of the time decay. All right, guys, go out there, go get it. That's all we have. Pretty much, let's see what the market produces. The market's going to change right now in the next 30 minutes. That's what I'm looking at. Just keeping an eye on the E-minis. And let's see. All right, guys. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.